Hey everyone, I'm back. It's me, Balo Sparks, and I'm back at you with a new What If video. And this one's going to be, what if Deku was the absolute master of taijutsu? Yeah, in the last video I did say that this video will become like Kenshi, the mightiest disciple. History's mightiest disciple, yeah. It's going to be kind of like that. So yeah, Deku, he's gonna be like, he was trained by masters. Let's see, let me remember how many there were. There was an old man, the old man, the pervy master guy, the wrestling guy, the no. Anyway, Deku has have 8 masters who accepted him to be their to be his disciple, be their disciple. So yeah, Deku has trained a lot. So yeah, he seems really chill and just a little. He seems a bit lazy. So yeah, so yeah. During the week of training, during the week that they were they were waiting for their acceptance letter, Deku was just test. Deku was just testing out a new technique that he wanted to try. He calls it shock dragons. He calls it burning fist. In which, by the way, his fists are kind of like on fire, and then they shoot fire like Guy Sensei, how he's able to do it. So yeah, he's able to come up with that move. And he's able to do that thing where he can actually like emit heat from his body. Again, Deku does not have a quirk in this one. He's quirkless. If you didn't know that, then go back to watching the first video, and then you can come back here and watch this video again. But if some of you have already watched the video, then stay here and watch the video then. Now let's get to the what if. Deku is now, oh yeah, by the way, happy Halloween everyone. Happy Halloween everyone. So yeah, I went trick-or-treating. So yeah, now let's get back to the what if. Deku is now, how should I, he's still thinking of different techniques. Like this wind slash where he creates a shockwave by swiping his hand, and then a slash of wind would then appear, and a slash of wind would then cut something, would then cut an object into pieces. So yeah, Deku also has amazing sense, his senses and his instincts have also been given a huge boost. As well because of all the training he's been through. So yeah, Deku is like, so yeah, Deku feels like someone is watching him, but he just doesn't bother with it. And if you don't know, it's actually Master Incho's Aro's young other student. You guys want to know who is the student? You want to know what's his name? So I will tell you. His name is Ruki. His name is Ruki. He was adopted by adopted by Ruka, by the master, and the reason why the other 7 didn't accept him didn't accept to make him his disciple, their disciple, was because, well, they sensed some evil inside of him, kind of evil that was inside of his heart. So yeah, they just didn't want to accept him as their disciple. So yeah, so yeah, Deku can sense this presence, but he doesn't bother with it. As long as they don't bother with him, he's like, as long as they don't bother with me, I won't bother them. They can watch as much as they want, I won't care. As long as I continue, as long as I can come up with some new ideas for like techniques. So yeah, Deku is kind of like that, and he's able to jump so high that able to jump so high that he doesn't even need to run up a building. Yes, Deku is able to run up a building. Actually, that his teachers taught him how to manipulate his own energy, to helping him walk or run on on water or on buildings. So yeah, it's like that. And like I said before, Deku does not have a quirk. He does not have a quirk. So yeah, let's get to it. Deku gets his acceptance letter. And he's actually like, he's not what you're expecting, like to run all the way to UA. He actually jumped. He actually jumped from the apartment building, and he's like flying for just a moment, and then he lands on a building, and then he jumps again, does a high jump again, and then he just does another high jump again, and then he gets to UA, and it only took like 4 jumps. It took like 4 jumps to get there. Deku believes that, maybe I should train just a little bit more to only make it, it's only 1 jump away, 1 hop away to UA. Yeah, I should. Just a little bit. Anyway, let's get to it. Deku is now looking for class 1A. He sees it, and then he opens the door, and he just doesn't really care. He's just gonna go sit on his desk because he just feels a little sleepy. He doesn't really care about introductions that much. And he sees Bakugo arguing with Ida. Deku, he just goes over to his desk like nothing. And he would just lay his head down and would just start sleeping. Then Uraraka comes in and says Deku, and then Bakugo looks where she was looking, and then Ida looks behind him and says, "So it's him. Wait, is he sleeping?" Then he goes over to Ida and try to wake him up, but then something else happens. Deku grabs Ida by the neck collar, and Deku's not even awake. He's not even awake. This is his like protection protocol, like an autopilot mode. And everyone knows that, and everyone is like, "Whoa, he's still asleep, but how is he still doing? How is he doing that? Is that his quirk?" See, nah, it can't be. And Bakugo and Uraraka says, "Wait, Deku, you can put him down. He's not trying to hurt you." And then Deku would wake up and then would realize what's happening and put Ida down. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. I didn't know you were there. That's more of a like a autopilot system in my head. So yeah, sorry about that, dude. What's your name? By the way, what's your name? My name's Ida. My name's Tenya Ida. Oh. Um. Deku knows that name, and it's Hero's family's name. So yeah, he does actually want to mention it because Ida might feel embarrassed by it. So yeah. And then Uraka introduces herself again. Hey Uraka, nice to see you again. How's the knee? I'm okay. Thanks for worrying for me. You were amazing. You were punching those robots. Not only that, you took down the 0 point robot like it was nothing. It was like bang and just over like that. Really? Deku is actually just not caring about what happened during that time. How are you? By the way, what is your quirk? I want to know. It's so powerful, huh? And Deku was about to say that he's actually quirkless, but then Aizawa comes in and says, so it took you all about. Then Deku says, "Is that a banana on the ground?" And then everyone turns and see it's actually a beanbag. It's actually a sleeping bag. And then Aizawa would say, "Oh, it took you about 8 seconds to shut up." And then he would just say, "Everyone go outside for a quirk apprehension test." And no, we are not going to do orientation. The teachers here at UA can run their class any way they want. So pretty much, I could pretty much do anything, whatever I want in my class. Get into your gym uniforms. Oh yeah, and by the way, in this test, if you come in last or do worst, you will be expelled on the spot. And someone tried to say, "You can't be. You're not serious, are you?" And then Aizawa says, "If any of you are saying, if one of you are thinking that I'm not serious, I'm just kidding or something, no, I'm dead serious." And then everyone just goes out, and gets in their gym uniform. All the guys in the locker room then see Deku. Deku has like a ripped body, and Deku he's just wearing his weights on his legs. He just quickly dresses up like so fast that no one even noticed. Then he goes outside and everyone does. And then Mr. Aizawa says, "Izuku Midoriya, here." And then Mr. Aizawa said, what was the mirror that you were able to throw?" And Deku said, and thinking, wait a minute, people believed that I actually had a quirk even back then. I tried to tell them that I didn't have a quirk. I'll just lie. Let's go with a blank lie. Oh, 30 meters. Okay, use your quirk. And then Deku would just like throw the ball, and then it would land on the ground, and they would say, "Wait, is that it?" He didn't even try to put in effort into it. And then Deku would just kick it like a soccer ball, but in the sky. it would keep going and going and going and going, and then bam, it would just be incinerated because it couldn't take it. And then everybody was like, what just happened? And then Mr. Aizawa show how much he got, and it's about 12,000.09. What the hell? What the hell? How the hell? And Kaminari says, how are we gonna beat that? Awesome. And Mr. Aizawa says, Midoriya, you don't mind if you throw that again, right? Sure, I don't mind, but why? I just want to know. And this time I'll use my quirk. Oh. And Deku thinks and says, oh, he just wants to see if I have a quirk or not. Or that he believes that I have a quirk that can't be neutralized. So he says, sure. And then he does it again, but even further, but the ball still incinerates. And Deku gets 15,000.10 meters. And they're saying, what the hell? That's even higher than what he got before. Was he hiding his true strengths? And Mr. Aizawa is like a little worried. Is not worried right now. I don't get it. I used my quirk, and it didn't affect him. And Mr. Aizawa looks over the papers, and it says Izuku Midoriya, quirkless, has unrivaled power and strength. Has already been tested to not have a quirk, but amazing strength, speed, and agility, and stamina unknown. Intelligence unknown. Instincts unknown. Intuition unknown. And Mr. Aizawa is saying, quirkless? No, that can't be. How was he able to do all that? And then the whole test will continue, and Bakugo will try, and then Deku actually destroys it, and would just be like, this is a little too easy. And everyone's like shocked at how Deku is actually taking this, how well he's doing, and that he's better, and that his quirk is meant for all this. And then, yeah, all the tests, Deku aces them, and then, sorry, that was our family's dog, Charlie. He just barks like a madman sometimes. So yeah, let's get back to it. And Bakugo does his ball throw, and just gets the same. And he's like, what the? Damn it, I thought I would get higher. Is this really the limit of my power? Damn it. And then Urak will get infinity. And Deku would say, hey, you got infinity, it's awesome. Fist bump. And then Urak will fist bump Deku. And yeah, Bakugo is actually really pissed that Deku has actually been hiding his quirk from him. Even though when they were kids, So he goes over to Deku and rushes at him with an explosion. Mr. Aizawa was about to take away Bakugo's quirk, but then Deku he grabs Bakugo by the neck and throws him at the gym building, and he actually crashes through the wall. And then Deku says, Bakugo, when are you gonna learn? You can't catch me off guard like that. You're an idiot, like always. And everyone is like, whoa, didn't he go a little too far? He didn't need to actually, like, is that guy even, is Bakugo even alive? And then Bakugo was just moan, oh, and then some people would take Bakugo to the infirmary to recover a girl, and then, well, that resumes that's everything. And then Deku says to Uraka when she asks him about his quirk, and he says, I'm quirkless. I don't have a quirk, not one. And then Uraka says, hey, you must be kidding, right? There's no way. And then Deku shows him the papers. Yes, that's right. Deku carries his papers to give proof. And then, yeah. Then Uraka will say, oh, so it is true. I guess you really are quirkless. Yep. And to tell you the truth, I don't actually care at all. Actually, even when I was a kid, I didn't actually care if I had a quirk or not. I mean, I only liked the heroes, but I didn't care about the quirks that much. Not one bit. Oh, I see. But I have an amazing but I have masters. They actually taught me. They actually they helped me make me stronger. So pretty much, I appreciate their support. And then when they leave class, everyone's just like, wait, he's quirkless? He's actually quirkless? And he trained to have that power? That can't be. Everyone knows that if you have a quirk, that means you must be strong, but he doesn't even have a... He has to be lying. There's no way. And then Deku and Uraka and Ida are just walking away, going home, they're going their separate ways. Then, yeah. So yeah. And then Deku feels the same presence he did during the week he was waiting for his acceptance letter. Ugh. I guess they're still watching me. Whoever it is must be pretty interested. Must be some kind of stalker or something. Nah. If I just keep on ignoring them, they'll just leave me alone and lose interest. And by the way, and if you want to know, yes, there are also girls who are actually interested in Deku back when he was growing up, saying how strong and how muscular he is. So yeah, and then Deku is actually very well known for being very powerful. He's actually beaten a lot of kids that have quirks. He's like, that didn't take too long. You see? I knew you weren't going to give me a good fight, so I'm just so this is just my way of saying thank you for the fight. And yeah, Deku just walks away from every fight. Away from every fight when he finishes his opponent off. When he takes down his opponent. So yeah, Deku is like super powerful. He is above Bakugo in the power department. So yeah, well, this is where we're going to leave it off here for now, everyone. Thank you for watching this video. And please put a like on this video. And thank you for watching. Have a great Halloween, everyone.